not talking about 2027 election or going to parties. We are looking at, having Quranic education vis-a-vis the Western world. Someone recently accused you that you didn't build or complete any new school as a governor. How would you react to this?
Well, you need to go and read my manifesto. You know what we do here is that we don't read people's manifesto and know what they promised. When I was campaigning to be governor, as you know, and I'm sure you're aware, there was a term for nearly 2 years, the schools were shut in Anambra State. And everybody listened to, even yesterday when we were at Kaduna, a bishop said it, the Anambra school system went very low in rating. When I was campaigning to be governor, I said I'll change the educational system in Anambra State where schools and our children will never be closed. I'll make sure I give the best to education. When I was coming to Anambra to be governor, we have what we call male-girl-child issue, where most of the males were not in school. I said I'll reverse that. And I'll make sure that Anambra State becomes one of the best. And when I started, we were number 26, 27, Wayaka Neko. By the time I left, we were number 1. That is what. When I went to Anambra State, I know the state of the schools. When I left, every secondary school in Anambra State had, like I said, a borehole, they had computers, they had vehicles, they have generator. No other state in this country, not one, who said they were able to fit. You can go and ask even providers of computer. Even had every secondary school had internet. You can go and ask one of the famous makers of computer sets. Let me remember their name now. No, Zynos is the agent we use, but what we bought was the HP. When we ordered computers and desktop tech for HP, they told us, print out everything. They say, no government can afford this. But we bought them at a go, 30,000 complete sets for our various schools. No government was able to do that. We were able to train our teachers and everything. And the result is what you're seeing today. And to even go further, while I do not know who said that and I don't want to know, but let me help you further. The only measure of development while I served as a governor is Millennium Development Goals, which was initiated in the year 2000 with Nigeria and over 150 countries as signatories. That is what China used to change. The MDG goals by the year 2008. That is clear 8 years after I had started. But by the time it was concluded in 2015, Anambra was number 1 in the implementation of that. I was even invited to the United Nations to come and talk about my experience. That is measured by UNDP. This is not a measurement where you say Peter scored himself high. And I can tell you, our school, our hospitals and assistants became model for every other person. So I believe that we did the right thing. Those who are looking for the wrong thing, what I promised the people are delivered. I live in Anambra State today. I live in Onitsha. I'm just going there now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vice. Thank you very much for coming out. Thank you. So every time this
Reno Omokri continues to find ways, one way or the other, to use the name P2B and everything that concerns P2B to gain traffic, get social media impression, comments and views. Facebook is paying. He's not in Nigeria, of course, and so Facebook will be paying him. Instagram is paying. So even Twitter. So Reno Omokri, every time since the presidential election, this was a man who was handling P2B's social media account before he handed over. So election is over. It's more than 1 year now since the election, and this guy have seen that the name P2B is giving him more traffic. So the one that is a problem for him now is that P2B did not build any secondary school in Anambra State, but rather P2B built a brewery company, Hero Beer. Now P2B responded to that question yesterday. He said when he became a governor in Anambra State in 2003, that Anambra State is one of the has the lowest ranking in education. In fact, he said 15 or 16. And in his manifesto, P2B is a very principled and disciplined man. Before every governor comes to office, when they are campaigning, they read out their manifesto, what they are going to achieve. And in the end, after 8 years, they will not even achieve half of what they have campaigned with. But this man said he's going to transform the education system in Anambra State. And you watched the video, he said that from 15 to 16 that Anambra State is ranked in education, they jumped to number 1. 30,000 laptops. Even this current year, 2024, I don't think there is any state that can supply up to 30,000 laptops to secondary schools. P2B did that. And one of the most important things P2B did in secondary school and primary school in Anambra State is to privatize it, give it back to the missionaries. And when you go to Anambra State, if you are a core member who has served in Anambra State, you see how disciplined and organized their primary and secondary school is. Unlike other places, I don't want to mention names for some reasons. So Reno Omokri will always find ways to, because you see that a lot of people comment whenever he criticizes P2B. So he's capitalizing on that. This guy has got no job. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan just helped him to give him, a job, make him a public officer. Since since Goodluck Ebele Jonathan considered defeat to Muhammadu Buhari, this guy has got no other job than continue to say one thing about P2B. P2B did this, P2B did that. You see the clear definition example that P2B did. Now, after that, this is what Reno Omokri did, because P2B said there is a girl-child issue. He was trying to say that in Anambra State, most times in Igbo land, what they majorly do is apprentice system of teaching the young guys trade. So majorly in not even Anambra State, Imo State, Abia State, all the southeast in Igbo land, what most of them practice is apprentice system. A man who runs a business can just bring out 2 young boys to train them, and they serve him. There's going to be a contract. They will say they are going to serve him for 2 years or 3 years, and after that he's going to release them and help them. So that thing was predominant in Anambra State, and that's why the boys were not actually going to school. But P2B came to change that mindset. He came to deflect that idea. But after he has schooled Reno Omokri with a powerful response, what Reno Omokri picked was just what P2B said, gear child issue. That what was P2B? What did he mean by using the word gear child issue? So now it's not just that P2B did not build secondary school; he built a brewery company, Hero Beer. It's now Reno Omokri who has issue with understanding. He has issues with understanding simple explanation. So in fact, he knows what he's doing. Reno Omokri knows what he's doing. A man who has 1,000 tongues. He's a blogger, and that's what he's doing. In fact, to even start with, I remember like last year or last 2 years ago, when Reno Omokri jumped into the social media space fully. He was bringing a lot of websites. He will tell you, visit this website, comment on it, do this, they will pay you $10. All those things were lies. This guy did all that, and no one called him out. Renomokri made videos, and then he'll be like, okay, comment on this, watch this, go to this website, just upload something, just comment, just share this, share their link, watch their videos, you get $10, you get $20. All those things were lies. And Renomokri profited from them, from Nigerians. Nobody called him out. But here and again, the guy is really busy following P2B here and there, and he didn't know that he's actually marketing P2B. He now, I think last week he also said that he was the one that recommended P2B to Atiku Abubakar. And can you imagine? Atiku Abubakar has been into politics for more than 30 years or 40 years, if I'm not mistaken. And Renomokri, who knows him in politics? Who knows Renomokri in politics? He has not even contested let him go and contest for local government chairman of his local government. Let him contest for ordinary councillor, ward councillor, and win. You don't have any experience in politics. Now, before you recommend P2B to Atiku Abubakar, this guy P2B he ruled Anambra State for 8 years, two-term governor of Anambra State, and he ruled well. He got many awards. He did a lot of wonderful things in Anambra State. He managed public funds. Till today, EFCC has not invited P2B for mismanagement of public funds like they are doing for a higher Bello now. A man who spent $80 million to make advance payment of school fees for his 80 billion naira to make advance payment of school fees for his child. You can imagine that. So this guy has got nothing against P2B. So every time he is trying to find one way or the other, and some people who I believe that their moral compass is broken will go to his comment section and be calling P2B out. Sometimes I see these people from a particular tribe, which I don't want to mention. You just go there and he will be polluting your mind with just content that is putting out there to make money. So I think it's time for this guy to go and get a job. And P2B made it clear that he is not going to respond to anything that is said against him by someone who is not a known politician. I can tell that P2B know that it was Renomokri who said that he did not build schools, that he only built a brewery, Hero Brewery company in Anambra State. He will not mention his name. He wants P2B to be mentioning his name to give him relevance. No, P2B will not give relevance to his personality or even what he's saying. So that's why P2B did not even mention his name. So Renomokri can go on and on and on and on and on and say whatever thing he wants. He will never get reply from P2B.